Konbanwa. Good evening, you guys. It's me, Cruel Anime Gamer 995, and today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, my opinions and my thoughts, or my thoughts, I meant to say. Now, 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., I wake up every morning on the weekday mostly to get ready for work, and then I head out at 6:10 in the morning and I'll catch a long bus ride to work. It'll probably take me 40 minutes to get there. So usually I'll just use that 40 minutes to watch an anime episode or just watch two. Well, depending if the bus ride is actually kind of fast, because sometimes they end up being 30 minutes to the 40. But since the Nintendo Direct was around 6 o'clock in the morning, I decided to make an exceptional Wednesday since I was already, what, I'm going to be on a long bus ride. It's 6 a.m. I get on the bus at 6:10, so I might as well watch the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, so I might as well. So I said, what the hell? So I watched it. I'm actually impressed. I was actually interested in the Switch 2. I'm really interested in the how it could just like go to on 120 frames. But however, I'm not convinced that every game's gonna run at 120 frames because the PlayStation 5 claim it could run on 120 frames, but like look at this list. Like currently there are 106 PlayStation 5 games that run on 120 frames. So the same thing could be said for the Nintendo Switch 2. Like they be advertising, oh, it could run on 120 frames, but it depends on developers. Like not a lot of games going to be running on 120 frames at all. So I don't take that seriously. I just like expect games to be running on a full 60 frames or stable 60 frames. So I just that's what I was thinking when it was revealing like how many frames the Switch 2 could achieve. So I really didn't care much, but at least in my opinion that okay, finally the Switch 2 could run on a stable 60 frames at least. That's what I was thinking. And then I liked it the extra USB Type C port. I was happy about that. I like how Nintendo made their own Discord version, game chat, and video gaming sharing. I actually kind of like that. And I also like how you could also use the as a PC gamer, I like playing with keyboard and mouse. I really like that. I really like on the Switch too how you could just use the mouse as like you're playing keyboard and mouse on a PC. I actually kind of like that. Like I was actually sold on the Nintendo Switch. I actually kind of like the features it was offering, and what I mostly like is how powerful it could run. Like that means Zenless Zone Zero could be on the Switch too. Genshin Impact, even though I don't play in Genshin Impact, and what else do I really want to switch to? I mean, I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but I mostly play Warzone. Hey, that means Warzone have a higher chance of being on to the Switch too. But however, I feel sorry for the storage for the people who wants the more storage because Warzone, Activision, they have trouble of optimizing their games. Activision is very common for that. But I'm not gonna lie. Like after watching that direct, I was actually sold on getting the Switch. And but what bothered me during the direct was that they got the nerve to charge you for an upgrade pack for Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Party, or it's called Mario Party. Chun, I don't know the name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know what I mean. And then also, I think what other game was it? I don't remember, but they got the nerves to charge you a upgrade pack. I could have sworn PlayStation had a lot of backlash for that with Horizon Zero Dawn. Like they were trying to charge you from PlayStation 4 to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for Horizon Zero Dawn. they were trying to charge you. I forgot how much it was, but however, PlayStation tried to do that. They got in a lot of backlash for it online, and then they decided to just give it away for free. So my problem is, why is Nintendo thinking they could get away with doing the same thing? And not only that, they might be charging $20 for the upgrade pack. Like, so imagine if you just bought, like, for example, Breath of the Wild digitally for $60, and then they charge you $20 for an upgrade pack. You're literally charging me $80 for an old game. That's literally what you're doing here. But granted, you could get Breath of the Wild physically cheaper online through eBay or somewhere, but still, why are you charging in general? The upgrade pack should be free. All you're doing is just giving me more frames. 1080p is still the same. I mean, granted, if you have a 1440p monitor, I don't do 4K in gaming. You guys could keep it. If you guys do 4K in gaming, you guys could keep it. I don't want it. But mostly for me, I will probably do 1440p in gaming, but 4K, I don't care about 4K in gaming. But why are you locking that behind a paywall? Like, of course you're gonna get backlash. Like Sony, PlayStation just got backlash for Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West for charging the upgrade pack. They just already got backlash for it. So now they're giving it out for free. So why Nintendo thinking they could get away with it? That's just bothers me to no end. So granted, I was actually kind of happy with the whole Switch, except for that part. But I was sold on wanting the Switch too. Like I was sold. Like minus the whole upgrade pack thing, I was still sold on wanting the Switch too. But as soon as I after I watched the direct, I clocked in for work. All right, so my lunch hits at 12 p.m. As soon as I went to lunch, I opened up Twitter, well, X since they call it that. And then the first tweet that I seen was this: the Nintendo Switch 2 price has been revealed. It will be 1449 in the US and 49,098. I can't even read. Oh my god. Well, 49,099,80 yen, which is 334 in Japan. Now, I did not mind the price of the Switch. No lie. I didn't mind the price for the Switch 2. I didn't mind. But what bugged me was the Mario Kart 8 being for $80. That's what bugged me the most. Like Mario Kart 8 being but they're $80, and then freaking Donkey Kong um Bonanza being freaking 70. That bugged me the most. And what made me really mad is that they got the nerve to charge $90 for Mario Kart World for $90 for the physical copy. That's what bothered me the most. Like, Nintendo, like, I know I know you're a successful company, but don't let greed get the better of you. Like, don't do that. Now all you're doing is just disrespecting your fans. I mean, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. Like, I could care less about Mario Kart. Like, at the end of the day, my favorite Mario Kart game is Double Dash. Like, for me, I know some people might get mad at me, but I'm just spitting facts. Like, for me, Mario Kart, the new Mario Kart is just getting repetitive to me. Like, it's copying the gameplay from Mario Kart 8, and I played a lot of Mario Kart 8 at this point that is just repetitive to me. Like, I just don't care about the new Mario Kart. Like, I really don't care. So that's the reason why I could just not care about getting it. But the reason why I'm upset is that if Nintendo gets away with this and people are buying games for $80 or $90. Sony and PlayStation's gonna be like this, The Office. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so we could just get away with this. Let's start charging our games for $80. And it's just not them. Other companies could follow suit. My problem is this gonna affect the future of gaming? I was already mad and pissed off that censorship is already affecting gaming as a whole. And please, I hope, like Sakurai said to these Japanese developers, don't give in to the social justice warriors that's like criticizing your games. Like developers, be strong, grow a backbone, make the game however you want to make it. Don't censor it just cuz some social justice warriors criticizing your game. Like they're at the end of the day, they're not gonna play the game. All they're doing is just stating their opinions. Like why should you care? Like oh my god, man. Like I'm so upset of like the future of the gaming industry. Like first it was the censorship and now this. My god, I'm really upset. Like I love video games. I'm so passionate about my hobby. I love it. But I just don't want like my hobby to go into a dark side. Like I'm tired of the censorship and now I'm tired of this. Like now games going to be expensive. But for me, I think I'm gonna just do the right thing and then just vote with my wallet. I'm just gonna just wait until a sale happen for games if this gets accepted. If this $80 price tag gets accepted and then every other companies follow suit with this, I'm just gonna wait for a sale. I'm just gonna be smart and just wait for a sale to happen, a Steam sale. Like I'm not talking about Nintendo related, God forbids. We already know Nintendo Nintendo is not like that's another thing. Nintendo is not gonna drop their prices for their games. I already know how Nintendo is. It's just gonna stay at the same retail price. So the only thing you Nintendo fans could do is wait for a third party seller like your local book off or your local um I would say gameplay if you guys have one, or you could just go on eBay. You guys gonna have to wait until a third party seller that sells it cheaper. That's the only thing you could do if you don't want to like pay or support this $80 price tag. But then again, it's not only the games, it's also the accessories. Well, the accessories and the console is understandable because the politics with Donald Trump and all that other crap. Like that's understandable. But I can't defend Nintendo on this right there. I can't defend them on it. Like I'm really upset. Oh my god. And then not only that, I'm also upset that the Switch 2 is region locked. Like at this point, you might as well just assume that the Switch 2 is region locked. Like I'm a person who understands some Japanese. I took Japanese college classes. I passed Japanese 1 with an A plus, surprisingly. But I didn't continue due to financial aid not supporting me. I could have finished Japanese and who knows, I could have become a translator. But like I own a Japanese eShop account and I liked how the original Switch wasn't region locked. I would go on Play Asia, buy me digital um a Japanese card and I would shop on the Japanese eShop account. Like I could navigate to the menus fine, but certain kanji characters I can't understand, of course. But my point is that I have a decent library on my Japanese eShop account. I bought a couple of games on the Japanese eShop account, like certain games that will automatically translate immediately. Like for example, Dead or Alive 3 Extreme, no, Extreme 3, for example. Like I got that from the Japanese eShop account, and it automatically translate to English because um I have an English Nintendo Switch account. Well, Nintendo Switch. But I like there's a lot of benefits of owning a console that's not region locked. But now since the Nintendo Switch 2 is region locked, that even like prevents me on wanting the Switch 2 even more because I enjoy the Switch not being region locked. Like I said, I buy a couple of Japanese games. Like Japan has a lot of interesting visual novels, like romance visual novels that's out there that we don't have that I like playing. Like granted, like I said, I don't fully understand Japanese because certain some kanji characters, it's kind of difficult. Musakashi, it's really difficult. So at least I try my best to at least try to enjoy the game that I like. So the Nintendo Switch 2 being region locked, it's bothering me a lot. But I understand why they did it because they don't want scalpers to try to scalp scalp it in Japan. That's understandable. But what bugs me the most is that the Switch 2 battery is worse than the original. Now that's understandable because the how much power the Switch 2 is gonna have. But at the end of the day, if the battery is gonna be worse, you could at least like Nintendo, you could at least let us toggle with like how the Steam Deck has it. I'm about to boot up my Steam Deck, but let me move on to another topic while the Steam Deck boots up. But so yeah, as I was saying before, another topic. Um, I don't believe in 120 frames. So the Switch running on 120 frames, I don't believe that. It depends on if the game can support it or not. Like the PlayStation 5, like Sony is claiming it could run 120 frames, but like I said, more like they said, it depends developers. And currently, right now, the only games that could run on 120 frames on PlayStation 5 is currently sitting at 160, 106 PlayStation 5 games. Oh my God, I'm getting so hyped up that my words are not even coming through right now. I'm trying my best to, because I have so many ideas in my head, I want to hurry up and speak it, but since I'm rushing, I'm end up making a lot of mistakes. So yeah, so I don't care about 120 frames. The only thing I care about 120 frames is on PC, but sometimes I go above that. But yeah, yeah, that. So going back to the battery life. Now, the Switch 2 battery life is worse than the original. Now, Nintendo could have prevented that by letting the users to toggle a frame rate option like the Steam Deck has. And I'm not being like other people. I'm not comparing the Switch 2 with the Steam Deck. I'm just saying they should at least give the fans an ability to toggle with the graphics settings or frame rate settings to like save some more battery at least. Like for example, let us fans, I don't know if you see this, let me pop open OBS. I don't know if you see this, like uh the camera's inverted. So basically, yes, there's a toggle to toggle 60 frames on the Steam Deck and other graphic settings that's on the Steam Deck. Like gives a like if the Switch 2 is gonna have a poor battery life, at least let us toggle the settings to make the battery last long. That's what I'm trying to say here. Like so if this battery life is gonna be way worse, just give us toggles like that's on the Steam Deck to make the batteries last long. That's what I'm trying to say here. But I don't know. Time could tell. I don't even know. They might add the ability to toggle with the what the Steam Deck call it? The performance. Yeah, the performance mode. That's what the Steam Deck call it. Like give us a performance overlay level. Well, I don't. I mean, that's optional. You don't have to give us that. Just give us for the performance tab, just give us a frame rate limit, allow screen tearing, have rate shaders. Like, let us mess with the performance level on the Switch 2 to the point where we could save more battery is what I'm trying to say. If the battery is going to just be worse than the original. Because I know the reason why it's worse than the original is because how much power the Switch 2 is having, but at least let us like give us a performance tab on the Switch 2 that let us mess with the performance mode so we could save even more battery is what I'm trying to say. So we don't have to worry about this. But I really don't have much to say about this. I already just gave away my thoughts and opinions. But at the end of the day, I never buy. I stopped buying consoles on the day of release. I don't do it no more. I used to because there was always a problem with it. So the same could be said for the Switch 2. So like I did the same. I did it for Xbox. I did it for no. I did it for Xbox Series S. I did it for PlayStation 5 and I did it for the original Switch. I don't get it on day one. I like to wait a little bit until like the middle of the lifespan and then I'll get one. So that's the reason why I don't mind waiting. And not only that, I have a beast gaming PC so I could wait. So it's really not that big deal. And like I said, I'm not too hyped to play Mario Kart. I'm really not, so I could wait easily. I don't know about any other people, but I could wait. So I mean, the games that they're offering for Switch 2 does not appeal to me as of now, is what I'm trying to say. So that's the reason why I could wait on getting a Switch 2. So I don't know about other people, but if you're not crazy to get the new Mario Kart and I mean, I was about to say Super Donkey Kong and also Donkey Kong Bonanza, then you could wait with no problem. Especially if you have a good gaming PC and you have a Steam Deck, and then like in your gaming list that you need to complete is full, or if you need to beat like a game, like for example, I'm trying to beat Metaphor, so and then not only that, I'm a full-time employee, so I could wait with no problem. So it's not a problem for me. But like I said, at the end of the day, my biggest problem is if this get hugely accepted, if Nintendo fans buy the Mario Kart game exactly $80, if Sony and Microsoft see that Nintendo fans and everybody else accepting the new price tag is going to spread like wildfire during the whole gaming industry and that we're going to be paying for $80 for games. That's the biggest reason why I'm upset about this. Like I'm already accept. Good grief. I meant to say I'm already tired of the censorship and I'm already tired of the how the gaming industry, or the future of the gaming industry is heading right now. Like I'm not happy with it. Like it all started with PlayStation leaving Japan with the censorship. Don't get me started with censorship. I'm getting tired of hearing a lot of censorship happening in gaming. Like every article I read, I'm just tired of it. And then now this $80 for games. Like I love my hobby, but I am not paying $80 or $90 for a video game. I refuse. Daga kotowaru. Just like Rohan Sensei say in JoJo Bizarre Adventure Diamonds Unbreakable, I refuse to pay $80 or $90 for a video game. I love video games, but I just refuse. I'll just wait for a sale, just like I did with Metaphor. Metaphor was $70. I just waited for it until it hit $50. I was just smart. So that's all from me. Not really. Like it's a bummer. I was really looking forward to getting a Switch too, but Nintendo ruined it, being too greedy. Those greedy son of a bitch. Well, it is what it is. I could wait. It's no problem. I got I got a game I gotta beat anyway. I gotta beat the good old metaphor. So it's not a problem for me. At the end of the day, I love my gaming PC. I could wait patiently. I don't know about console gamers who just have like just consoles like just PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. But me, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have. So I could just wait with no problem. Well, that's gonna be it, you guys. Jamata. I'll see you guys again. There was Cruel Anime Gamer 995, and I'll see you guys on the next unboxing or discussion video. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna be next, but we'll see. Jana.